What's up? Coding While Black, Dr. Kai Dupe, episode 89. I believe today is August 10th. It's a Wednesday. I'm actually driving down the street headed to an appointment, but I wanted to get on and share a few thoughts. If you're finding this information helpful, hit the like button, tell a friend, subscribe, do what you're supposed to do to make sure this information gets shared. And as some of you know who follow the channel, I drop little nuggets, tidbits, anecdotes, information to help you be successful in your careers in tech, but more specifically in your career as a software engineer, software developer, whatever the term of the week is. And this is coming from the perspective of someone who's worked in this field successfully for over 30 years and who's also done original research on the topic to earn my PhD in educational technology. And something that I want to talk about today is qualifications. When I was coming up in my era, it was all about get the qualifications that you need in order to pursue a particular job, and you can't be denied. Get the qualifications that you need in order to pursue a job, and you can't be denied. I'm here to say this is no longer the case. I have seen numerous examples of people who have every possible qualification, and I've also lived some of these examples, still get turned down for positions because they're told that they don't fit, which, what is that? Or, you have those qualifications, or you have people working in these fields, doing work, and they have no background whatsoever in the field that they're doing the work in, right? And if you don't believe that, just go look at LinkedIn. You can find anybody you want to, whether they're head of education, head of diversity and inclusion, head of curriculum and instruction. Doesn't matter. They have degrees in English, degrees in hospitality management. Never have held a job in the field that they are working in prior to being in the position. People coming from jobs at banks and jobs at Starbucks, right? Now, I'm not going to get into why that is the case, but it's the case for some more than others. You typically don't go out on LinkedIn and see a brother or a sister in those roles without them having extensive education and extensive experience. This also comes into play when you talk about what kinds of opportunities you get on the job. You would think that if there's an opportunity to take part in a project or be a part of an initiative where your credentials are unique to that particular opportunity, that you would be someone that would be hailed as an obvious candidate to participate in said project. And again, I come from get your degree, get your experience, get your certifications, read the books, have the expertise, have the knowledge. 2022, you can be overlooked clearly. And matter of fact, you can get into some of these conversations where people will tell you the most important thing for you to do is network, right? They'll say things like your net worth is your network, which is nonsense, because you can only network with people who want to network with you. So what does that mean for your net worth, right? Networking is a two-way street. You can't just go and network the way that you can go and earn a degree or go and earn a certification or go and earn experience. You can reach out to folks all you want to. You can smile, dance, whatever mask and whatever way you want to look at it to gain their favor in order to network with them so that you can get to where they are. I find out how they got to where they are. That's the whole premise behind networking. And I'm not going to lie, networking showed up as a factor when I was doing my research. But for the most part, many people who I interviewed said that, they wish they had a network to tap into. They wish they had mentors. They wish they had, those kinds of opportunities to learn. But it still has to be available to you. It's not like something you can go create on your own. And so I bring that up to say, this is why people are saying that, right? Because they also have come to realize qualifications alone isn't enough, right? Obviously, you're not reaching out to some software developer to network with them, and you aren't qualified for the position. Or maybe you are an aspiring software developer and you're reaching out to a software developer to ask them what road to take and what the path should be. But the same token, they still have to say, sure, yeah, I'm willing to network with you, which hasn't been my experience, right? In 30 years, and I've often said I don't have any mentors. I haven't had any mentors, but I'm working on a book right now about my career. And I remember while I was writing, I actually did have one very good mentor in the very beginning of my career. It was a Hispanic guy, a Latin guy named Lupe Sosa. So shout out to Guadalupe Sosa, who taught me a lot in the first 3 years of my career. But qualifications, it's a new game. Now, the problem is, I'm definitely going to tell you to still go and get qualified, right? Because without the qualifications, you damn sure aren't going to get an opportunity. The qualification gives you a reason to say, hey, why wasn't I considered for this promotion? Why wasn't I considered for this raise? Why wasn't I considered for this opportunity? I'm qualified. I'm saying qualifications alone ain't going to get it. And qualifications isn't guaranteeing anything. But without the qualification, you absolutely, there's a reason to overlook you. So you can't leave a reason out there. So I don't have a solution to that because I haven't thought about it as much as I thought about some of the other things that I talk about on here. But having a PhD, having a master's degree, which is why you're seeking those things, right? For the most part, you're not getting a master's degree or a PhD just because, right? You're getting them, so you're earning those degrees because you're under the impression that they're going to open doors. And they may, but it is absolutely not a guarantee. I've had this experience over my career. I've seen it with others. And like I said, if you want to go do a little exercise, go out to LinkedIn. You could pick somebody random or someone that you know and look at their current job and then look at how they got to that place. And you'll see a place where there was a jump, right? BA in Spanish, right? Job at Starbucks, manager of sales at some company, right? No previous sales experience, no previous education around sales or whatever the case may be. And then you have to ask yourself, how did that happen? Because that's what you need to learn how to do. And I don't know if we can do that, okay? At least not being ourselves, right? You can probably play a role and get to that point, and that's another conversation for another day. Once again, it's Dr. Kai Dupe, Coding While Black, episode 89. I got 11 more to go, then I'm gonna start focusing on my book, and I hope you folks are finding these conversations or these videos helpful. Peace out.